looking at the labels on what I'm gonna do that shit. Cause when I look at people that's older, and this be what be funny about black people, they'll talk about how my grandma lived a long time and she ate what she want. Yep, but the bitch knees was hurting every day. Every time she got up, her motherfucking back hurt. My daddy lived to be 87. Yep, and the bitch joints was sore in the motherfucker. Stomach was fucked up. It don't matter how long you live. It's your quality of living. Can you move around? Bitch, if a fight break out, can your ass get up and get the fuck up out of here? Can you jump a fence if you need to? Bitch, could you run if you needed to? Can your ass breathe? Did you get enough oxygen? Can you move around? How you feel, bitch? This is why I be telling y'all in relationships, I ask a bitch often, how are you feeling? Because you only got a few times to keep telling me the same shit about you don't feel good. Hey, you sick. Something wrong. You better go get checked out. Your brain or your body, something ain't right. Because people who eat the foods and stuff I eat, that shit make me feel good. It make me want to learn. It make me want to get up and go. It don't make me want to lay around. I feel great. I don't be scared. Oh my God, they got COVID. They got corona. No, bitch, I'm boosting my immune system every fucking day. Making sure I exercise. Making sure I'm breathing good. Making sure I'm doing things to keep up good lung health and keeping my body up to par. Exactly. Watch a bitch demeanor. Watch how much a hoe be tired. Always tell me she tired. I work triple time. All kind of jobs, run all kind of businesses. And bitch, I don't be as tired as you hoes be. And I'm talking about niggas too. Like, unless you a grown man working out in the sun where you're physically doing all that walk around, y'all don't even be done did nothing. You don't wipe 3-4 asses, change some bed sheets, and you, oh, child, I'm just so tired. Bitch, you need to go get you some energy shots. You need to fucking drink some of these drinks that don't taste good so your ass can get right. You might need some kale, some celery, some lemon, some parsley, motherfucking apple cider vinegar shot. Your ass needs something. Same thing for a lot of y'all kids. Y'all kids be eating all that. I know I'm on my kids 24/7. Shit you eating ain't right. That shit ain't right, I'm telling you. Why you think that shit can sit there in the cabinet that long? Look at that shit, I'm gonna put it in their ear over and over again. So by the time they my age, they can understand, like, damn, my mom was saying this shit all the time. Sure was. Sure the fuck was. A lot of y'all don't realize, I'm gonna drop one gem on y'all. Let me see if I got it. I might not got it with me. But it's a book that, you know, I always be talking about mental health. But it's a book that explains there's a food for everything you think you might be feeling. Literally. There are foods to eat when you feel depressed. There are things you can eat that will help when you're sad. There are things that you can eat and diet changes you can make when you feel like you got anxiety, when you feel overwhelmed. There are specific foods. Like, foods are like literally the essence of medicine. If you and my close friends this afternoon, I'm gonna share the book with y'all. But that motherfucker on point. That bitch tell you all kind of shit to eat to match up with what's going on in your life. Nah, this book, I ain't got that bitch with me. But this book tell your ass exactly what the fuck to eat. Exactly. And that's exactly what you're doing. Programming your body. You got to understand. And a lot of people don't understand the way your body operates. Like when I did my diet Zoom, I explained like the essentials that the human body needs in order to function. Half the shit we eat and your body don't even need it. It's just extras that don't have no vitamins, no fucking proteins, no enzymes, no probiotics, no real like beneficial fats and shit like that. It's just bullshit. Exactly. The wrong foods not only can disrupt your pH balance, but also the way your body operates. You got to understand your insides is, you know, organisms. And any of y'all that done went to school for nursing and shit, you understand, like, for example, cell repair. Cell repair, like your body getting a cut or a wound, something going on in your insides, your body automatically, naturally has the properties to repair itself. But if you keep eating the wrong way, putting the stuff in your body that your body don't need, not giving your body the things that you do need, all of this shit will slow down and affect the way that your body reproduces. For example, it's a lot of stuff that y'all eat and drink that slow down your organs doing normal stuff. Like, you know, people make jokes, okay, you drink a lot, you're messing with your liver, right? But if we just keep it all the way 1K, your liver and your kidneys, they play a role in cleaning the toxins out of your body, right? From your blood to just in you, period, right? If you're eating and drinking things that purposely go against that, what do you think is going to happen over time if the job of this organ is to do this? It don't matter that you still alive. You got to know that shit in there ain't working up to its full potential. It's like having a car and knowing that bitch need regular oil changes, but you changing that bitch like only once a year or some shit like that. You driving the fuck out of the car, but you only gonna change the oil one time a year. You barely putting gas in, letting that bitch run out of gas all the time. You got to know, yeah, she done had that car for a long time, but that bitch is not in good condition. You got to know that. Fasting, that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize, and it ain't just about, you know, not eating. It's understanding that there are certain things that your body does that it can only do when you're not putting food in your fucking mouth. Because, of course, when you eat, it makes your body start processes of breaking down, start doing what it does. You have to give your body a chance to go into other areas of things that it does. So you can't just sit there and eat all day long. A lot of y'all don't realize that. Y'all so fucking stupid. Somebody's stupid as fuck. Overall, you gotta set the standard for yourself. You gotta set the standard for yourself as far as, like, you know, how healthy you want to be, because if you don't, the world gonna set it for you. I told y'all this country is a business, so you're constantly being marketed to non-stop on eating shit, purchasing shit, like getting yourself involved in shit. And if you're not paying attention to like what's going on around you, if you're not aware that non-stop, like, this world is getting me to buy into certain stuff. If you don't have a certain standard for what you will or won't eat, or how far you will or won't go with your drinking or your drug use or your habits that make up your lifestyle, the world will fucking set the standard for that shit for you. A lot of people ain't gonna understand what you mean when you say eat on a cellular level. Like, you're not supposed to eat for taste. Like, you know, they can't comprehend that because that was never taught to them. By the time people don't win, you got to think about it. This is why it's so important to give young adults this kind of information. Because by the time a bitch reach 20, if they ain't never heard a lot of this shit, you are having to unlearn and relearn, like Derek Grace be saying, the stuff that was like conditioned in you. Because you don't watch your parents. Like, I know I watch my family for years just eat bullshit. And even when you ask them, like, ain't this bullshit? They still ain't willing to have a conversation about it being bullshit. Like, you talk to older people about their diet, people who stuck in their ways where they been conditioned for decades to eat this way. They don't want to hear shit you got to say. Even when you can put facts in front of them, they gonna keep eating they hog mogs, chitlins, fucking pork this, pork that, beef this, beef that, motherfucking smothered this with all this sugar, this with all this on. Like, they're going to, and they're going to convince themselves, I ain't dead yet. But knees hurting, back hurting, stomach fucked up. They get scared when they go to the doctor. Like, this is how you know a bitch deep down inside knows something ain't right. Because that's why a lot of it has to do with the trust issues we have in this country as urban people. But a lot of it has to do with when you know you ain't doing right. For example, I eat very well, I exercise, I take care of myself. It ain't nothing for me to go to the doctor and bust this cat open. Like, blood, you want some tested? What's up? What else? The average person that know they eating fucked up, they got on the ride to the doctor's appointment, they got to worry, want to go in there and lie about what they doing, want to, you know, go in there and I'm all right. No, I don't be eating that. I don't eat too much of that. The people telling you you got high blood pressure, you won't tell them what you're actually doing. If you proud of what the fuck you doing, or you feel like it's okay, tell them. Tell them about all that salt you put on all the food. Tell them. Tell them how you still eating chitlins, and tell them. Y'all don't want to tell you go to the doctor and you're quiet. You're loud at home when you're cooking all that shit, but I'm going up in there. Yep, bitch, I smoked the joint on Tuesday. Yep, had 2 burgers on Wednesday. Then I ate this. Tell them people the fucking truth, so you can hear what the fuck. Y'all don't want to tell that. My grandma like that like a motherfucker. She'll tell your ass in the elevator, when we get in here, you better not say shit. She gonna tell my daddy in the elevator up to the doctor's office, he better not say a motherfucking word about her knee hurting, or she'll put on pants where they can't see the things on her legs, the little scars and shit from, because you're diabetic, we can see it on your skin, but you want to hide it. No, your ass in there salting that shit up and cooking and shit. Tell them. When they, oh, your cholesterol seems high. We checked you for, what are your eating habits like? Now you want to be, tell them how your ass eat them eggs and shit all day long. Tell them. You don't want to tell that. Y'all will bust that pussy open for a nigga. Go to the gyno and open that shit the fuck up. With pride and confidence. Because you know you ain't doing right. Ain't wiping right, ain't watching your ass right. A lot of y'all dudes, you know damn well you done been fucking too much unprotected. Now you want to go in there all quiet and shit. Now get loud. Go live. Talk. Say some shit like you be doing about everything else. Y'all be vocal about the wrong shit. If you're confident about that shit, go on to the doctor and get checked with confidence and tell them about all that shit you've been eating. Don't get quiet then. People don't do that. Now when you home just talking about, no, I'm gonna eat what I want. Shit, I ain't dead yet. I like pizza. Okay, good. Now we go to a doctor's office, right? Let's go to a heart specialist right now. And I want you to run him down your diet and then let him test your heart. Do it with confidence. The same confidence you got talking about how many pork chops and shit your motherfucking ass eat. A lot of y'all, let's go to a liver or a kidney specialist. Tell them how much you drink. Show them your social media where you say you're going to the bar every weekend. You know, y'all be making them little memes. I want to get drunk this weekend to the point where all I do is scream, hey, and don't know what's going on. Wake up the next morning feeling. Tell a liver or a kidney specialist that, and after you tell them that, let them test your kidney or liver. Lay down and let them check that shit. And see how good you feel laying down. Lay on down. Put the gown on. Close your eyes. Let them do it. Now, don't get scared. Don't feel bad. Lay your ass down, let them check that shit. Or you don't want to do that. Thought you felt good about all that drinking, drugging, smoking, fucking, eating what you want, the drive-through. Tell them how much you go through the drive-through, then open your legs up and let them check it. Tell them, I'm here to get my pH balance tested in my pussy. And then tell them the truth about your diet. How much you in the Burger King drive-through, how much you be down at the seafood restaurant, getting all that, you know, sodium smothered stuff. Tell them the truth, and then put your legs in them little metal things and let that man go up in there and swab and put that shit in a little pH balance tester. Do that. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all get quiet. I feel fine. Rubbing on your knees and shit. Tired after a short shift on these jobs where you don't be doing shit. This is why the fuck you can't really create multiple streams of income for yourself. Because after you go work at somebody else's job, making them rich, when you're on your own time to do the work to actually better your life, you're tired. Y'all laughing, I'm being dead for real. Y'all already know how a bitch get when you talk about going to the doctor. Just call your partner and say, hey, I want to go to the doctor together. I'm going to go with you to your appointment, you go with me to mine. Get your ass on up there. Pull the dick out, nigga, for the doctor like you pull it out for me when your ass get home. Bitch go to looking crazy. Then, no, don't look crazy. You should feel confident about everything. If you feel like you're doing it with intention and it makes sense, it be making sense when you be doing it. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all Friday, man. I can't be on here cussing y'all out all morning.